store and we buy something new, such as clothing, suits, shirts, ties, ladies when they buy dresses and shoes, or even a nice winter coat. When we wash it, sometimes it doesn't come out the way that it did when we first had it. Well, on a lighter note, I want to talk about something tonight. Uh, an article written in InStyle magazine by Ariana uh, Quayle-Holtz. Probably didn't mention the name correctly. My bad. Tyrone Bowman live. Welcome to the program on tonight. I want to talk about how to wash a winter coat so it always looks new. So let's get down to this article. At this point of winter, you likely have a coat rotation locked. Even for those who live in warmer cities, winter nights require a cozy outwear to combat the inevitable chill in the air. With such frequent use, your winter coats will need a thorough cleaning by the end of the season, if not sooner. Most care labels will give you some general instructions on how to wash your coat. However, having a little more guidance doesn't hurt, especially if you plan to preserve your coat for multiple seasons. Whether you're hand washing your coat or tossing it in the washing machine, proper steps are still needed to make sure it stays looking brand new. Do you wash your winter coat in hot or cold water? Does the type of detergent you use matter? Is it safe to put a coat in the dryer? Well, let's get some tips here from some experts, according to the writer of the article. Quote, we tap Rachelle Balazat, the founder and CEO of the New York-based laundry service, Juliet, and Wendy Saladaya, fabric care expert and manager of technical performance at Henco for Perel, to share their tips on Purcell rather, to share their tips on how to properly wash winter coats. Ahead, find a full breakdown of how to clean a winter coat before putting it away for the year. So how often do you wash a winter coat? Balazan and Salagaya recommended washing your winter coat at least once every season. This will help remove any dirt or odors from the coat and prolong its longevity. Regular cleaning prevents material breakdown and keeps the coat looking fresh. Quote, close quote, says Balazat. For coats that are made of fleece or durable fabric, Salagaya suggests, quote, washing it before often to manage odors and stains, close quote. Balazat says you will also want to wash coats that are worn daily, roughly every 2 to 3 months, to maintain their freshness. So, what is the safest way to wash a winter coat? Before deciding on a wash method, you should always consult the care label for how to properly clean your coat. It will let you know whether it's possible to machine wash the garment or if it requires a more delicate cleaning method. Balazat says that in most cases, hand washing or professional dry cleaning are the safest ways to clean a winter coat. The methods are gentle and reduce the risk of damage to the coat's structure, fabric, or insulation, she explains. However, understanding your coat's material is crucial, as different fabrics require specific care. And then somebody says, well, how do you care for wool coats? I'm glad you asked. Saladaya says that when it comes to wool coats, quote, it's important to determine if it's washable or dry clean only, as washing non-washable wool can lead to irreversible shrinkage, close quote. To protect the wool, Balazat recommends dry cleaning your coat or hand washing it in cold water with wool-specific detergent. Use some Woolite, I guess. How do you care for synthetic fabric coats? Synthetic coats made of fabrics like polyester or nylon can be placed in the washing machine. However, Balazat still recommends using a gentle cycle. Mild detergent, because while synthetic fabrics are more durable, they can lose waterproofing if washed too harshly. And for individuals who have leather coats, how do you care for your leather coat? Saladaya and Balazat both say that leather coats require specific treatment to avoid any damage. Rather than trying to clean a leather coat yourself, Balazant suggests spot cleaning the garment or taking it to a leather specialist, as water can cause discoloration or cracking. How to wash a how to hand wash a winter coat, because some people don't want to go to the laundromat. If your winter coat requires hand washing, there are a few steps you should follow to thoroughly clean your garment without causing any damage. Balazant suggests starting by inspecting your coat for any stains and spot treating them with a mixture of detergent and water by gently dabbing the solution into the area with a soft sponge or cloth. Fill a basin with lukewarm water unless otherwise specified on the care label, and add in detergent. As the container fills, fasten the zippers and buttons on your coat to prevent snags or stretching. Once the detergent dissolves, fully submerge or dip it. Your coat in the water and gently swish it around. Avoid wringing or twisting, as this can harm the fabric or padding. Balazant advises: drain the basin and refill it with lukewarm water. Swish the coat around in the water for a second time to rinse out any detergent residue. Repeat the last two steps until the water is clean. Then Balazant says to carefully lift the coat out of the water by supporting its weight to avoid any stretching. Lay it flat on a towel and roll the towel tightly to absorb any excess water. So, somebody may ask this question: how do I machine wash a winter coat? Well, once you've double checked the care label on your coat to confirm it's machine washable, Salagaya and Balazant recommend pre-treating any stains with a gentle detergent or stain remover. Let the treatment sit for 10 to 15 minutes before washing, then empty coat pockets, close zippers, fasten buttons, secure any Velcro, and turn the garment inside out. When the coat is ready for the machine, Salagaya and Balazant recommend selecting a gentle or delicate cycle on the machine with cold water to prevent any shrinking or damage to the fabric. Don't forget to also use a low-speed dry to reduce wear and tear on the fabric before adding a mild detergent made for the coat's material. While you can wash your coat by itself, Balazant says you can also add in a few lightweight items if you want to balance the load. She also suggests avoiding fabric softeners, as they can coat synthetic fibers and reduce breathability or waterproofing. I guess I'm guilty of that. After the wash cycle is complete, inspect your coat for detergent residue. If there is any soap left on the garment, run an extra rinse cycle to remove it. So, no matter what washing method you use, Salagaya and Balazant recommend lying your coat flat to dry in a well-ventilated area. So this is how to dry a winter coat. Air drying minimizes the risk of shrinking, fabric damage, or loss of waterproofing, says Balazant. Then smooth out any wrinkles to help protect the garment's shape. Make sure to also place the coat away from any direct sunlight to prevent fading. Once the coat is fully dry, Salagaya suggests hanging it up to quote to help preserve the coat's shape. In some cases, tumbling dry is a safe option. If the label on your coat suggests this drying method, Balazant says to set the dryer to low heat or none at all to avoid overheating. She also suggests adding clean tennis balls or dryer balls for any insulated coats to help redistribute and fluff the insulation. Check the coat periodically to ensure even dryer. So this is all about how to preserve the winter coat. So let me finish this article here. Now we're talking about how you can store your winter coat. When putting winter coats away for the year, there are some important steps to follow to preserve their freshness. Salagaya and Balazant recommend double checking your coat to ensure there are no mist stains or wet spots before putting it away. Dirt and oils can attract pests and cause discoloration during storage, says Balazant, while moisture can lead to mildew or odors. After your coat is completely dry, place it in a cotton or canvas garment bag on a padded hanger. Balazant says the precautions will help maintain the shape of your coat while protecting it from dust and pests. In the case of puffer coats, fold them loosely before placing them in a storage box to avoid compressing the insulation. Store your coats in a cool, dry, and dark place with moth repellents to further protect your garments, occasionally inspecting the area for damage. I can remember smelling mothballs growing up because they had all their garments and stuff put away. Belazat recommends taking your coat out for a few weeks before winter starts again, to air it out and assess for any repairs. And now you can to how to spot a clean and a winter coat. Since most winter coats will only be washed once a season, there will be moments when spot cleaning is necessary. Belazat says you should clean stains as soon as they appear. They will be easier to remove and are less likely to set into the fabric. For most stains, Belazat recommends using a mild detergent mixed with water. However, piskier stains will require slightly different cleaning solutions. She suggests to dip soap for oil or grease stains, rubbing alcohol for ink or makeup stains, and a water and white vinegar mixture for salt stains. Once you have identified the right cleaning solutions, Belazat suggests testing it on a hidden area of your coat. Why? To check for color fastness and fabric reaction. If the solution is safe, blot the stain with a cloth or sponge to help lift the stain without spreading it. Avoid rubbing, which can damage the fabric or embed the stain further. Use a damp cloth to remove any cleaning solution residue. Allow the freshly cleansed spot to air dry completely. So to close out this article, when should you dry a winter coat? If the care label on your winter coat says dry clean only, you need to adhere to the instructions to prevent damaging the garment. Most coats made of luxe materials, such as velvet or cashmere, or feature intricate detailing, will likely require a trip to the dry cleaners. Belazat also recommends dry cleaning a coat if it has significant stains, odors, or soiling that cannot be treated with spot cleaning or machine washing. Dry cleaners will have the proper equipment and cleaning solutions to remove deep stains without damaging the coat fabric. So, I hope these tips will help all of us, and especially me, when it comes to taking care of our coats for the winter, spring, and the fall. So, thank you for watching. Till next time, never surrender, never quit.